The Young Turks 14 years.
Welcome back. You're watching Young Turks, India's longest running show on startups and entrepreneurship. Now, traditional education system still goes with a one-size-fits-all approach. Defying that construct are four friends from IIT, Vamsi Krishna, Saurabh Saxena, Pulkit Jain and Anand Prakash, who decided to start up in the education space and make access to good quality teaching more democratic. They pivoted from their first venture, Lakshya, which was an offline test prep model, to an online one-on-one tutoring platform with their second startup, Vedantu. Founded in 2014, today Vedantu is present in over 250 cities and has clocked over 70,000 hours of live tutoring on the platform. Backed by Axel Partners and Tiger Global Management, Vedantu is currently focusing only on the K-12 segment. Let's take a look at their story.
We all four founders, myself along with Saurabh, Pulkit and Anand, we are childhood friends. In fact, we have been together, so me and Saurabh, we have been together from 8th grade onwards. We studied together, then we went to different IITs. I graduated from IIT Bombay and the other three are from IIT Roorkee. After our IITs, we were doing our jobs at different places, but it was not working great for us, so we thought that let's all of us come together and then let's figure out what to do. So our entire journey in education actually began at that point in 2006 when four of us came together and started teaching few kids in a very remote location in rural Punjab by the name of Barnala. This was a place where two of my friends were working, so we just went there and started teaching kids. This first venture in education, it was an offline entity, the first venture. It went by the name of Laksh. We started that in 2006. So from 2006 to 2012, we did lot of experiments in education as part of that venture. It was predominantly a offline setup, a brick and mortar setup wherein we were teaching kids. We grew that from one location to over 5 locations, and that entire process taught a lot of things in education. We really felt that there were few things which really is broken and we need to fix that. So in fact, Vedantu is nothing but an extension of those learnings in that journey.
And that extension was to break away from a typical classroom teaching structure. Online education technology startup Vedantu today bets big on the power of technology and customization to provide a platform for students to interact with their chosen teachers live.
So, are you ready for the class?
Hi Daria.
Hi sir.
So, today we will talk about one of the most interesting and one of the most important topics in chemistry.
So how does this work? Well, once a student logs on to the platform and specifies their requirement, which can range from understanding a subject, preparing for a goal or just clearing your doubts. The next step is to take trial sessions to choose a teacher from Vedantu's network. Once you find your match, the student can then start using the live one-on-one sessions. Initially, the team onboarded regular teachers, young graduates and even IITians onto the platform to conduct courses. That number has slowly accelerated to over 250 teachers who cater to Vedantu's 35,000 registered students, and 70,000 plus hours of live online teaching has been clocked in since October 2014. While the idea is to onboard individuals who have a passion for teaching, the team claims that the screening is quite rigorous.
When you hear a term marketplace, the first impression which comes to anyone's mind is, okay, fine, you might be allowing anyone and everyone to become a teacher. But that's not at all the truth. The point is that the teachers on the Vedantu's platform are all certified. There is a lot of checks which happen before we list and allow anyone to come on the platform. Now, having said that, once a teacher is there on the platform, we don't behave as an institute. And when I say we don't behave as an institute, what I mean is we don't go out there and say to a teacher that a Newton's laws of motion has to be done in 5 lectures and this is the content which you have to give to a student. The tangential approach which we follow here is we just allow an open interaction between the teacher and the student. We ask both of them to actually interact and set the expectation straight between them.
Currently, this 45-member strong team offers courses for CBSE and ICSE boards and even targeted courses like JEE Foundation, Android, Chess, Vedic Mathematics, Grammar and Vocabulary. Talking of numbers, Every teacher and course on the platform has an hourly rate where the student pays for the minutes they consume. Vedantu claims 25 to 35% of the fee, with the rest going to the teacher.
So there are two primary models through which a teacher is able to interact with the students on Vedantu. What we call as the one-to-one model and the one-to-few model. So in a one-on-one, as the name suggests, it's essentially an interaction between one teacher and one student. In the first option, the best and the biggest advantage is there is a lot of customization which is possible from both the parties. The second model which we have recently added is the one-to-few model. So in one-to-few model, as the name suggests, so one teacher prefixes the curriculum and also tells that this is probably the length of the classes and this is the timing of the classes, so on and so forth, and he allows maximum up to 7 students to come and enroll for that course. Okay, so here the kind of customization is not that high as probably compared to a one-on-one, but here the advantage which the student gets is definitely a lot more structured course, prefixed course, and more importantly economies also work out better here because there are multiple students attending the same teacher's class.
So speaking of competition, Team Vedantu claims that their live and personalized one-on-one online tutoring is what sets them apart from other players like Merit Nation, Wizawake and Tutor Vista. But in a country where users struggle to find good internet bandwidth even in the metros, how does a purely online platform like Vedantu tackle this problem?
We have closely worked on technology, and our tech team has effectively found out ways to make our live session work on a low bandwidth as well. I mean, one is if you are using video, audio and whiteboarding, that is what we call our wave environment. If we could have said you require 1 Mbps connection, that would have been a big bottleneck. But you would be surprised to know that our live session, which uses audio plus whiteboard, can work on even as low as 256 kbps of internet connection. So that has been a big breakthrough as far as connecting to the students in various corners of the country is concerned.
Apart from plans to expand vertically by adding more subjects onto the platform, Team Vedantu is betting big on the growth of smartphones and has now launched the beta version of their app on the Play Store.
Young Tats wishes Team Vedantu all the very best. It's time now for another break on the show, but when we return, we find out what former Housing.com founder Aditya Sharma has been up to, and we bring you all the action from the Microsoft Imagine Cup India Finals.
The Young Turks' 14 years